So I'm happy you agreed to answer a few questions to New Eastern Europe magazine.
Yeah.
So I would like to start with the first one, as you were a human rights activist in Azerbaijan, and in Europe we talk a lot about the situation with human rights abuses in Azerbaijan, and how what is your strategy to survive in this business in Azerbaijan? And aren't you afraid of any political problems and that you and your organization might face because of the political situation in your country?
Yeah, thank you. I want to thank to you, to your editorial team, and all your readers. For I am very happy for being in Poland, and I have been in Warsaw and Lodz several times, but it's my first time in Krakow. And what about your question? I am head of Azerbaijan Institute for Democracy and Human Rights. Our organization has been established last year in June. Since last year we have several activity, not inside Azerbaijan, also abroad. In Azerbaijan we have we had a lot of seminars, conferences. Our main aim in Azerbaijan to enlighten people about their rights, about the fundamental rights, about their participation in elections. But abroad we prefer to attend the main international conferences, seminars, where discuss the human rights and democratic issues. And it's very difficult to have activity in Azerbaijan on human rights issues, but I think first of all, besides human rights defender, I am Azerbaijani and I'm patriot of my country. So I think national interest of my country on first level. And if you don't violate any law in Azerbaijan, if you think as citizen of Azerbaijan, it should not be a problem. Sure, we have some problems. I mean, as organization, for example, we have not been registered yet. It's our main problem. We cannot participate in governmental projects because our registration problem. We have a problem with our office also, and this is our problems. But what about the political system? I don't think that political system in Azerbaijan is authoritarian, and if you don't violate the legislation, the main rules, you cannot meet any problem in Azerbaijan. And that's why, as head of organization, as human rights defender, I try to not to cross the red line. So because I am in public social life in Azerbaijan since 2003, more than 15 years. I know the internal situation in Azerbaijan. I know how to express my opinion. So we are trying not to face these problems, and I hope in the future we will not have any problems also.
So you said that you are trying to not to cross the red line. What is this red line?
Red line. For example, first of all, I want to mention that Azerbaijan is not like the another European countries. For example, like Germany, like France, like I don't know, Norway, Denmark, because Azerbaijan locates in the crossroad of Europe and Asia, and we have our own traditions, we have our own historical rules, we are Muslim country, and we have own mentality. So it's not good to cross these non-written rules. I mean, for example, let's say about new judgment on LGBT in United States of America. For example, all people in America, they are not all people, but almost the population of America, they are happy for accepting the same marriage. But if you think from point of view of human rights, it's normal because everyone is equal in front of law, and the same marriage is normal in democratic countries. But if we accept it in Azerbaijan, it would be a great problem, because Azerbaijan is not America, Azerbaijan is not Germany, is not France. We are a Muslim country and we have our own tradition. Also, the government should accept the same marriage in Azerbaijan. The population, the people, they will not accept it. They will not happy for this marriage, and it would be a lot of problem for those people, for LGBT people. Maybe they will be beaten, they will be dead in the middle of streets, because it's against our traditions, it's against our history, it's against our religion. So this is first example. Another example, as you know, Azerbaijan has problem with territorial integrity. We have lost our 20% of territories. I mean, Nagorno-Karabakh and another 7 region, and we are in war with Armenia. And maybe, for example, in Europe countries, in United States of America, it's okay to express your opinion and say that, for example, Karabakh belongs to Armenia. Maybe it's okay from the point of view of expression freedom, but it's not normal in Azerbaijan, and it means like you betray to your country. And if someone openly says that Nagorno-Karabakh is not Azerbaijan, Nagorno-Karabakh belongs to Armenia, it should be some problems. Maybe some people from Nagorno-Karabakh, from Shusha, from Khojaly region, they will beat you in the street. And you need to see these figures. So that's why, as I said, I am patriot. Before human rights defender, I am patriot, and I look to all figures in my country. I try not to cross these red lines and esteem all interest of people.
And you said also, I want to refer to what you said, because you said that you don't think that Azerbaijan is authoritarian country. So how would you describe political system of Azerbaijan? Is it a democracy?
It's very difficult to tell that Azerbaijan is a fully democratic country, and it's not, and it's wrong. It's wrong to say that Azerbaijan is authoritarian country like North Korea, like Belarus. No. For example, we had a lot of improvement, development since we had independence, because Azerbaijan is a young, independent country. We get our independence since 1991, and during these years we had a lot of development. We had, but we have some problems on human rights and democracy, but maybe I don't know. I think not. I don't agree with those people who say that Azerbaijan is authoritarian country. We have freedom. But freedom is the notion, a very different notion. For example, if you talk about freedom in Europe, in Germany, in France, in Switzerland, I think there is no freedom of religion. For example, I have been in France, I have been in Switzerland. There is no official permission to build mosque, and there is no mosque in Switzerland. In spite of that, the 2-3% of population are Muslim, but there is no mosque in Switzerland. It's against the freedom of religion. But in my country, there's no any problem on freedom of religion. You can look the city, and there are a lot of mosques, and near the synagogue, near the church, even we have in the middle of capital, in the city center of Baku, we have Armenian church. This is closed because no Armenian right now go to this church, but we didn't destroy this Armenian church, and this is how the tolerance of Azerbaijan people. It comes from the history of population. But in Switzerland, in France, for example, I have been in France, and my French friend asked me about my religion. I said that I am Muslim, and he was surprised. Oh, you go to mosque? And I felt something fair in his voice, because he sees, he looks to mosque like terrorist house, because it's in Europe. I think there is a wrong view about the, Islam, and it's violates human rights of the another people, for example Muslims. And what about that? But in Europe you have a huge freedom of expression, election. We have some spaces on these fields, but that's why I say that the notion of freedom is something different, abstract. You have the this side of freedom, but we have another side of freedom. For example, in Azerbaijan, also government, also the people, they don't, no matter for them which religion you are in. You are Muslim, you are Christian or Buddhist, atheist. For example, I am Muslim, and I have a lot of atheist friends. I have a lot of Christian friends. No matter for me which religion you belong.
Okay, let's maybe switch now to the situation, maybe international relations, slightly. As I guess you observe situation in Armenia and the recent protests, and how are your feelings towards this? Do you see any chance to reconcile with Armenia, to have established good relations maybe in the future? Do you see any solution?
Armenia is our neighbor country, and we have problem with Armenia, with territorial integrity, because, as I said, Armenia since 1988 has occupied Nagorno-Karabakh and Severn region. That's why we are in war with Armenia, and officially Armenia is our enemy. And that's why we observe very deeply the situation in in Armenia. Also, we observe all processes in Armenia. Last events in Armenia shows that the authority in Armenia, I mean Sarkisian regime, is not independent, and Sarkisian is not responsible in front of Armenian nation, and Armenia is fully depends on Russian economy, and official Kremlin puts their rules in Armenia. For example, last events in Armenia, it's on electricity. and the main electric company in Armenia is Russian company, and 95% of this company belongs to Russia. And Russia increased the prices of electricity in Armenia. And that's why this is only, I don't think that this is only the electric issue. This is how, say, a struggle of Armenian nation against the Russian ruling. They don't want to live as Putin says. They don't want, maybe the part of Armenian nations, they don't want to live with war with Azerbaijan, because as you saw first European Games in Azerbaijan showed to all world, to Europe, that it's a strong country, and Azerbaijan held a huge European Games, and Armenian also they saw these games, because we had Armenian sport in Baku also. We invited them, they saw how is Azerbaijan, how the population in Azerbaijan is tolerant, and that's why all this process influenced the Armenian society to be freedom. And because according to war in Nagorno-Karabakh, Armenia is in blockade. From one side Azerbaijan, from the another side Turkey. According to war in Nagorno-Karabakh, Turkey closed the border with Armenia, and it's negatively influenced the economy of Armenians. They only go to Russia to earn money. And that's why I think the Armenian people, Armenian nation, they try to be freedom, independent. I think I don't want to predict what should happen tomorrow, but I think that if Armenia should be independent, and they will decide how to be with Azerbaijan, how to decide the future of their country.
There was a meeting with Senator McCain, who said that Putin's next target is Azerbaijan, and he said that he expects that to happen. What do you think about this statement? Do you think it's? Do you agree with it?
You know, I remember our meeting with U.S. senators, and Senator John McCain responding my question about the Nagorno-Karabakh conflict said that Russian president's next target is Azerbaijan, but I don't think that McCain said it in military meaning, because Azerbaijan is not like Armenia. Azerbaijan is not like Ukraine.
Yeah.
We have a strong economy, and we have a strong army, and we are independent. We are the country where we haven't any foreign army, and the borders of Azerbaijan is defended by Azerbaijan army. We have our military. That's why I don't think that Putin should enter and violate the borders of Azerbaijan and military occupied Azerbaijan. It's a huge risk. Because we have our neighbor and our brother country of Turkey, member of NATO. It should be a huge problem with Russia also. But I only can accept these words of McCain on a political level. For example, right now Russia tries to join Azerbaijan to Eurasia Union. That's why it's normal, because for Azerbaijan is located between Russia and Iran, the two imperialist, strong imperialist country. And if you see, if you look to history of Azerbaijan, I mean, first and second Russia-Iran wars in 1813 and 1828. According the results of these wars, Azerbaijan has been divided into two parts between Russia and Iran, and we have 40 million people in Iran nowadays. And it's possible that Russia tries to join Azerbaijan to Eurasia Union, and Kremlin looks to this policy as against Europe, against the United States of America. But Azerbaijan tries to keep the balance between Europe and Russia, and puts its policy independently. It's possible that in the future Azerbaijan decides to join Eurasia Union, but it's possible. I don't want to predict it today, because now last period we observe some negative tendency between Europe and Azerbaijan because of human rights issues in Azerbaijan. Europe countries, European Union, European Parliament. Also, I participated in a summer session of Parliament Assembly of Europe Council. We observed some double standards towards Azerbaijan from the Europe side. For example, deputies in Passé in Strasbourg, they criticized the Azerbaijan government on human rights issues, and they criticized the government for some prisoners, for those people, I mean human rights defenders, lawyers, journalists who was arrested. But they didn't mention about the 1 million people, I mean refugees, 1 million people from Nagorno-Karabakh. They never tried to talk about the rights of 1 million refugees, and it influenced negatively to relations between Europe and Azerbaijan. And it's possible in the future that Azerbaijan tries to choose Eurasia Union. Because if you push someone, if you criticize someone, gradually you lost it. And it's normal that this someone looks for another friend. And country is like the human. Azerbaijan, if you criticize Azerbaijan every day, if you criticize Azerbaijan every session, every meeting, Azerbaijan needs to be away from you and to find another friend. I just predict a little, maybe it's possible, but anyway, Azerbaijan keeps the balance between these civilizations, between these powers, and tries to be independent in foreign policy.
So what should be a policy of European Union towards Azerbaijan? You think that European Union should close its eyes to...
No. I think let's think. Azerbaijan is a member of European family and member of most European organizations. It means that we are responsible on some issues, and we are responsible as country, and also Europe is responsible for development in Azerbaijan. And it means that Europe should not only criticize the Azerbaijan, also defend and support Azerbaijan in the another cases. I agree, Europe should criticize on negative issues in Azerbaijan, but from the another side, Europe should support Azerbaijan's territorial integrity, should criticize the Armenian occupation policy, and should demand from Armenia to release the Nagorno-Karabakh. but we don't observe it, this policy. We just see their criticism towards Azerbaijan, and that's why we estimate it like double standards. So it negatively influenced to Azerbaijan's foreign policy, I think.
Okay.